with Katherine Johnson and what they did, they were just years out of desegregation, segregation, and they figured out how to get rockets up in the air and down again.
But I think that's the problem, is that we put history in the concept of just being in America. And the reality is that our history began way before the Americas.
That's right.
And so if you look at even the 1400s, when we talk about some of the great empires of Africa, is that this work was being done there. So a lot of this, like the mathematicians, the astronomy, is that what it is? Astronomy, right? Yeah. All of that was being done beforehand. Right. And these formulas, because I looked up some of the stuff that Katherine Johnson and the other women had to do when we were talking about sending John Glenn into space, and just the formulas that they had to use in order to do that. And here's the thing, what most people take advantage of is those formulas were being written handwritten. And you had to calculate that by hand and mind, compared to now, everything you putting into a computer and it's pushing it out for you.
Exactly.
But I think we have to recognize, as you said, Judge, that there's a lot that we do as a community, when I'm speaking of the community as a whole, as Black folks, that we just don't get recognition for, we haven't gotten recognition for, and things that are has pushed the needle ahead and continues. One thing that you said, though, I want to go back to is this Black media and the fact of us not being censored, because that's a thing that's happening now, and a real thing. Right. And I know I can say for myself, coming out of that DEI space, that diversity, equity, and inclusion space, and how I had to be cognizant of what I was saying, and especially holding a position of what I could and could not say, to be in this type of space, and I can speak freely about any and everything, and from an Afrocentric lens. Right. And nobody is saying, what about me? Wait a minute, you forgot about this community. What about this community over here? Uh-oh, you forgot about these people. You don't have to do that in this space, because this is in the words of FUBU, for us, by us. Right. If FUBU, you still operate, you can give us a sponsorship too.
We'll take it. We'll take it. And I want to hang on to that, what you said, because watching you operate, it was easy. It would have been easier for you to just say, hey, I lost my job with DEI. I got to watch what I'm saying because I'm about to go find another job. I'm not going to be on the radio. I'm not going to be, because we putting your stuff out there. You be saying some stuff. Right.
I said, I be it out there. Right. It's so funny, Uni, because I thought about this one day. Like, I was interviewing for a couple positions, and I thought about it, and I said, oh, this is probably why I can't get no job, because if they go into any of my social media now, I would rather stand in truth than to be censored just for a job opportunity. If you can't accept me for who I am and my values that I stand behind, then I don't need to work for you.
That's your resistance.
And my blood pressure is down since I've been gone too. I'm sure. Because my blood pressure always runs low. And when I went to the doctor yesterday and it was like 110/60 something, I was like, see, I'm back.
That's right.
She's back.
That's correct.
So you don't have to suppress your resistance. So we have natural resistance. Our folks came out of slavery because we had resistance. And sometimes the resistance shows, and some of us more often. Some of us are in 100% resistance mode, and others, like Tim Scott.
I knew you was going to go there.
Tim Scott's resistance took a whole lot of whipping. He took a whole lot of sucking up before he finally disconnected his lips from his leaders behind. And once he disconnected, and he didn't completely disconnect, but he backed up just enough so he could actually see
what he was
missing. Being described.